everyone, I'm Crystal. I also go by the moniker of Coco Ambrosia. And before I get into the meat and potatoes of what I will be discussing today, just wanted to give a brief introduction for those who are unfamiliar with me. Again, I'm Crystal. I am a writer and a dancer, so on my channel I plan to share clips of some of my work, which will be recited in like a spoken word format, and also some dance clips in conjunction with this vlog here, and then whatever else comes to mind. So subscribe and stay tuned. But yes, to get into what I wanted to discuss today, I was watching this video by Tony Robbins, and in it he was imploring the audience to ponder and explore what their primary question is. Before I go any further, a primary question is, as was explained in the video, is the question that governs your life. It might not be something that you literally ask yourself before you act each time, but it is something that's rooted in your subconscious. And he gave an example of, am I making my dad happy? Excuse my dog barking. Yeah, he barks excessively, so. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, am I making my dad happy? A lot of people can relate to that because, you know, they base life decisions on, are they making their mom or dad or parents, whoever, happy? And he had a woman in the audience stand up who discovered what her personal question was, which was, am I having fun? So every decision that she made was centered around this question of, is it fun? And she gave a really good example of her boyfriend and how he had a relative die, and it really hurt him. And he asked her, like, are you going to the funeral? And she talked about how she gave an excuse of why she couldn't go because her primary question, are funerals fun? No. So she decided it wasn't go based on that fact. And of course it really damaged the relationship between her and her boyfriend. And then also she was discussing how her friends would, you know, often call her like a cold-hearted bitch because, you know, she seemed to just base things on whether or not she was having fun. And then she talked about drinking and, you know, how she would get sloppy drunk because, you know, that would be fun, when in actuality it just, you know, wreaked more havoc on her life. So in listening to her testimony, it got me to ponder in my own life what my personal question was. And I came to find that mine was, what's in it for me? So, you know, every decision that I made was based on that question of what's in it for me. It might not have been asked in that capacity, like, you know, or in that capacity exactly, but it kind of was like the center of my universe. You know, even things that appeared altruistic in nature kind of had that motive of, what am I getting out of it? Like, if I give this aspect of myself, what can I gain from it? Like, what am I going to get from it? And then also on the flip, you know, it also got me to wonder, you know, how can I give of my, like, if I'm not going to get a big reward from it, then how can I give very little of myself in the situation, you know, to feel like, you know, it wasn't like a waste of time or whatever. And in essence, it might not sound like it's a bad thing, but, you know, it's a very selfish way to be. And it got me to, you know, back to the Tony Robbins video, an example. The questions, these questions in themselves are not bad, but when it becomes the primary basis of what you're doing, that's when it can wreak havoc on your life. So, you know, it's not necessarily bad to want to have fun. It's not bad to wonder what's in it for you when it comes to doing things. But if you're not careful, you know, it can like really wreak havoc on your life. And what Tony did was have her figure out how could she ask a better question, kind of, you know, how could she reword that primary question. And hers went from, am I having fun, to how can I love more, you know. And then he had her expand on that even more. I'm not gonna get too much into that video because I really want people to watch it. So if you get a chance, try to find it on YouTube under Tony Robbins, Robbins, and look under primary question, and it should pop up for you. But you know, looking into my own personal question, how can I ask a better personal question? I reframe mine from what's in it for me to how can I give of myself in a healthy way that positively impacts both, you know, all parties involved. And I'm, you know, been working to try to operate from that question. And then, you know, all this really got me thinking, you know, I feel that people in relationships tend to have that attitude, what's in it for me. They go in with the mindset of what can I take from this person? How can I give very little of myself for the most maximum return? So how can I give minimum for maximum return? And so you have these situations where, you know, people are, you know, they go in with selfish intent. And then, you know, with that being said, you know, people wonder when you go in with that intent why they don't get back what they, you know, why they're getting crap, because you're giving crap. So it's kind of like, you know, you're working against yourself. So, you know, people just have a tendency to just operate under what's in it for me. Like, what can I get from it? How can I give very little of myself for, you know, and get maximum return? And that's just not how it should be. Like, relationships should be about what can I give? Like, how can I give of myself? In a healthy way that, you know, positively impacts everyone involved. What can I impart into this person? Like, what can I give of this person? How can I leave a positive impact on, you know, in this relationship, you know? And I feel that people kind of reframe that question from what can I get from it? Or what can I take? What can I, you know, what can I extract from this person for, you know, minimal investment to, you know, how can I love more? How can I give more of myself? I feel like a lot of relationships would be in a much better state than they are. The world would be in like such a better place, but I'm sticking to relationships right now. You know, so in conclusion, you know, go into relationships with the mindset of what can I give? How can I give of myself in a healthy way? That part is important, because, you know, I've also fallen into the trap of giving so much of myself and my time, and it just left me feeling like really depleted. So, you know, you got to ask yourself, like, how can I give of myself in a healthy way that positively impacts all parties involved? And I feel in doing so, you'll watch the nature of your relationships change. And also you might lose some. And then you'll also see that like will attract like. So as you're giving and giving and giving in a healthy way, you'll get in return, and it'll just be wonderful. So yeah, that's it. That wraps it up. Again, stay tuned for more, and I hope you subscribe, and I'll chat with you guys soon.